Hey, good morning, folks. AJ here. It is 6:38 in the morning, and we are heading down to Rising Valley Baptist Church to start this install, cleaning out some much needed space that I had in my garage. Let's lock the door. We were supposed to have some TVs delivered, but for some odd reason, Best Buy did not deliver the last one. One of them was delivered, but the other five, 375s, a 65, no, four. It was 375s and a 65 was not delivered, and their website kept failing when I wanted to reschedule. So I'm gonna have to give somebody a phone call. But we got the Tesla loaded up front and back. I need to stop by Abundant Life so that I can pick up my ladder and all my tools, since we just finished their digital wall. Y'all didn't see that video because I was busy this whole weekend. I'm back in my hometown for a funeral. But let's get over there, get our tools, get on the road. We're going to start the install at 9. The plan today is hopefully I have enough Ethernet cable to run all the cables in the ceiling. Thankfully, we only got to do, I think if I remember, the media area is like in the center of the church. So everything is not going to be in the back. I should have enough to run all of the cables in the back for the camera. We're adding 3 PTZs. I believe I got enough. I do have another box of cable that's coming in today for another install that I know I'm not going to use all 1,000 feet. So worst case scenario, I want to get all the CSAA ministry done today as best as possible. Everything else is going to be setting up on the floor. If that does not work out, we're going to at least run the internet line, set up everything that's going to go on tables and everything like that, and at least hang the cameras, and we'll come back and put the cables in the wall. We got 3 days because we're going to Mexico on Thursday for the weekend to celebrate a birthday. So hopefully we can get this stuff knocked out in 3 days, and then we'll be back on the 31st to try and help them out, and then maybe another day that weekend to do training with them. But we will see. So let's get on the road and let's get to Abundant Life, then down to Gloucester. All right, folks, we are here. Let's get everything unloaded and let's get inside, and we'll talk about what strategy we are to get all this stuff done. All right, so we're here in the pastor's office. Most likely this is going to come down and the TV is going to be right here. Honestly, this would be the easiest place for it to go because there's obviously already electrical here since that's powered up. Put the TV against that wall, and then because that's the only TV that actually came in was the 50. And then we're going to replace this and put a sound bar for the TV so that those speakers could go away, and then that's the other way to get on this side. So let's see. I really wish the TVs were here because this would make this so much easier. All right, this makes me feel good. First, we got one camera there. Side note, AV cams, thank you so much for including the mounts in your cameras, but you didn't have any screws for the camera to go into the mount. So thankfully I had some left over. But back to the point here, I'm excited because there's a reason why I do these on-sites and these designs. Because let me show you. Because here in the booth, we have boom, the schematic that we did to show the layout of everything here. So, yay. Looks like, what is that going to? Oh, it's an LED light that they have right there. That's cool. So, obviously this wasn't here when we first came here. So, what we're going to do now is that conduit I didn't bring any conduit, so I might have to bring that. But what we're gonna do is they've got all this set up. I'm gonna set the computer up, and I was this close. Well, I was gonna say I was gonna get a surge to go here, but they already got outlets here. So let's go ahead and set the computer up. And I don't know how that mount is gonna work with this, but let's go ahead and set that up. We're gonna run the audio out from, I thought they had it, but thankfully we do have other cables that we can do out from here, 1/4 inches. I do have those, so glad I brought those. But anyway, and I just installed one of those. Anyway, we'll run that off, get the ATEM, get everything that's going to be set up here in place, and then we'll put the PoE switch most likely right there on that shelf, and then run the cables up, and we'll get a connection there to make sure we're getting something there and an image. All right, we got the computer set up. We got this part set up. Need to find out where those mounts are going to go. I'm probably just going to set the monitors up right now. We got the PoE switch. I had some leftover pre-made cables, so I'll use those. That saves me from having to make all of these. I might need to make a longer one because that's going to live right there. And I need to hook that up to something that can be turned off. And I might have to get another surge protector because it would be easier just to turn that off. But the computer is plugged into that, and I don't want to plug the computer directly into an outlet. I want that to have some type of surge protection there. So we'll see. I was going to say I should have got that shop one, but that doesn't really help. I'll probably have to buy another one of those that stays on. Or, never mind. No, because there's plenty of outlets up here. I just need ones to be surge protected. I do have a switch to turn this on and off. The main thing is just so that the PoE switch isn't always on. Anyway, let me move this, and I'll have the switch to turn this on and off, and then I'll figure something out with that. Alrighty, 2 cameras down. Everybody else has been in the attic. I haven't. I'm about ready to go up there in a second, but we got both cameras configured. Got presenter set up. I didn't realize, and I forgot that the internet was right there, so that makes that really easy. I need to run another cable so that this computer is always powered up. I need to add Chrome Remote Desktop so I can remote in if they have any issues. They reminded me about that, so I need to make a cable for that. But we're good. I'm going to bring in the TV, the one TV that did get delivered, and I need to call Best Buy in a little bit. And I think this is set in the wrong time zone because I know, yeah, let's change that. So I can call Best Buy and try and get them to reschedule these deliveries. We got one more camera to add that's going to go in the front. And I'm probably going to do the mounts for the TV, but let's go ahead and run one of the fiber optic cables, bring the TV in here so we can get an image, everybody can see it, and then we will make the trip upstairs. We don't have to worry about those cables. This one we'll go up, come over, and then one main line is going to feed the splitter back there. The camera up here is going to come all the way back here, and then I'm probably going to need to get another shorter fiber optic cable to be right here. Now, they're not going to have service again until first Sunday, so we still have a little bit of time if need be. But we want to get that stuff knocked out as much as possible. So I think we should be good. So let me get this TV, get this set up, and then we go from there. All right, so we set up a demo. So we got an image from right there. You see me walk in front of there. So we just ran it. This is the one that's going to be in the ceiling that goes to wherever we decide to put the the splitter back, but this is actually going to go in the pastor's office. We're going to work on that now. As much as I was trying to delay it, let's go ahead and go upstairs and do some CSAA ministry. You know where we is, folks. At least, I mean, it's a good solid floor, but I mean, that is, so this is the wall. Let me turn this light on. I have to figure out through here. Media is over that direction, but we're gonna have to punch through there. But I think we can just go through where that air conditioning is to run our cable. So let's go ahead, and I'll probably fish these up over here to get these up out of the way. So we're gonna run the cables over here since the media is right up under me, and we're gonna run these. And I have these fiber optic HDMIs. One is gonna have, if I can hold it for you. One is going to have the display on this side, which is going to be for the camera. Then we're going to switch the other one to source, and that would be for the TV. Well, the main connection is going to the HDMI splitter all the way in the back. All right, so we got our cables ran. Got plenty of slack, so 164 feet was more than enough here. I will need to travel up here 2 more times at minimum, hopefully, because we need to run the cable for the TV that's going to be over that side, and then the cables from behind me to the TVs up that are going to be in the front of the sanctuary. So let's get down from here. Well, and then I got to come back up here and drill the hole to find out where this is, unless I can reach it from over there before I go down there. All right, now hopefully the cable I tossed is over here somewhere, so we're going to come up this way and find a location where all the distribution might be. Honestly, I might put it over there or in the pastor's office, but let's just see where that cable is. I hope it's not in the choir loft, but we still got plenty of room to get it over here. All right, so the holes were not made big enough for the HDMI cable, so I'm going to cut that coax cable. I can always crimp another end on there, an F connector. I'm gonna push that cable back up. My HDMI cable is sitting right there. I just need to widen that hole. See, the hole right there through the drywall is big enough. It's just not going through the subfloor. It's not big enough. So push that through, punch hole through, and that splitter is probably, actually, if I do that, I really need to widen that up if all of the cables are gonna go that way, because we're gonna do the 2 TVs right there, pastor's TV. This one I don't have to worry about because we're right here. A 1 inch should be wide enough for that. I'll probably double it up though. All right, there is a VGA cable, but anyway, that's theirs. But we have both of the cables there. It dropped down there somewhere, but we got our fiber optic HDMI and the coax that was originally there, and there's plenty of room for pushing 2, 3, up to like 7 more cables up there if need be. So, man, those are big bobbles. What I'm gonna do temporarily is set the HDMI splitter right here, and then see if this TV can actually get a signal or not, but we're gonna be replacing this anyway. All right, we got this one done, but need to get out my bigger drill to drill through that, but we're not going to do that. We're going to do that tomorrow. We got the TV down from here on, and we got the sound bar that's going to go up under here. We're going to take this down, mount this in the wall, and it looks like they already got holes here, but we'll set that up. The bigger TV is going to cover up all of that, but we are going to focus on that tomorrow. I'm going to call Best Buy and see if we can get it set to where we can actually pick up the TVs instead of waiting for a delivery. They have trucks that'll pick those up and bring them here. Tomorrow is mainly going to be focused on putting the mount up for this TV, get the one in pastor's office, run the cables from here for the 2 TVs in the front. We looked at actually the mounts that we did at Mount Sinai, the ones that hang from the ceiling. That's actually what's going to happen. So I need to return 2 of these stands, wall mounts, and we're going to get the ones that hang from the ceiling. They're putting the electrical outlets for those now. I know we're not going to have those done in time, so until I go out of the country, so we'll be back. But the thing is to run cables for everything. So when I get back on the 31st, we'll come back, put those mounts against the ceiling and hang the TVs, and then we'll be done. I'll have all the cables in place. We run our 2 cables, fiber optic cables to the TVs right there. I think I'm missing 1 cable. I need to make sure I didn't miss one at home. But we have to get from here over to the pastor's office. I think I do have another cable I can use for that. I think I do. But we'll do that. But that's what we got. Let me get on the phone with these folks, find out scheduling picking up the TVs ourselves tomorrow or Wednesday, and we go from there. But we made very, very, very good time. I think the cables for the front camera are there. I just couldn't drill through the entire subfloor that's in the attic to get down, get that, and then run 3 cables, and we're good to go. So, yay!